Okay, this is going to be real quick because it probably only needs less than 5 minutes to say. Uh, got into it with, well, actually, I didn't get into it. I talked with these uh, four other people, actually. I was the fifth one, about these new AMD chips that came out, CPUs that came out just recently. And this video is going to be real simple about that. And then I'm going to go get back to my cleaning. I just happened to take a break and I looked at Thunderbird and I saw more of the same crap that I had to deal with yesterday here in my newsfeed. Well, my email. So, it's not what we expected. It's not what we expected. Oh, it's great, it's great, it's good, but it's not what you expected. Okay, so then to all you people who are saying that the new AMD CPU chips are not what you expect. Okay, you see how, I mean, you see how messed up I am, how unpolished I am. This is how much. This is a simple thing to say that I don't even need to be preparing or looking all that nice. It's not what you expected. Well, what exactly did you expect? Let's take a look at this now. You have a company that is going up against two other companies. Okay, so let's see now. You have Intel, both hands pressing down. You have NVIDIA, both hands pressing down. And then you have AMD, trying to hold them up with one hand. Both, one hand. Intel only makes CPUs. Their GPUs are absolute shit. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. I've yet to see an NVIDIA CPU ever. I don't yet to see that. So NVIDIA only makes GPUs. AMD makes both. Not only do they make both, but they're competing with the two biggest people on the planet that do one. AMD is the biggest on the planet that does both, and AMD is competing with the biggest on the planet that does one. Intel only makes CPUs. They're the largest on the planet that makes only CPUs. NVIDIA is the largest on the planet that makes only GPUs. And they're both pressing down on fucking AMD, who has to be essentially fighting a pincer attack, fighting on both fronts, getting flanked from both goddamn sides. What the hell did you expect? Not only that, but they have infinitely less budget. Geez, wasn't AMD like trying to fight off getting bought out by somebody some time back? Relatively recently back. All right. Compare AMD's budget and bankroll compared to Intel's budget and bankroll, right? AMD's budget and bankroll compared to Nvidia's budget and fucking bankroll. What the hell did you expect for them to be? For AMD to even be able to pull the shit out of their ass that they pulled out of their ass with these chips, as far as I'm concerned, they won. Okay? Or may not have won, but they sure as all hell didn't lose. Like, what the fuck did you expect? I mean, if you honestly expected AMD to do any better than what they did with this thing, beating the kind of monetary backing that that Intel and Nvidia had, you're a fucking idiot. And if they were actually able to do it, then Intel and Nvidia needs to go out of business. Flat out simple. All right. Somebody with $1, right, in AMD is supposed to be able to beat someone with $1 for R&D and blah 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 and all that other stuff, right? Is supposed to beat somebody with, I don't know, let's say $5 in NVIDIA and somebody with $20 in Intel. Really? What the hell were you all expecting? What were you expecting? Hmm? And I had to get into it with some people that I was giving a ride to yesterday because I have an AMD system. I have a 9590 and then a Fury X You know, you should all okay. For anybody who doesn't know, for all you non-computer, non-tech people, FX 9590 was their quote unquote best quote unquote best uh, old CPU, AMD's best, depending on what you want to use. Their latest and their last one before this new stuff came out, and of course the Fury X is their graphics card, the GPU graphics card, CPU, GPU. All right. I have those in my system. Okay. Non-crossfire is just one. And I plan on riding that shit out until like about 2020. I might upgrade at about 2020. I believe Magneto said it best. In chess, the pawns go first. I'm gonna let them iron out this Ryzen thing first, right? I mean, I don't do Intel because I'm not doing their price. I'm not paying their prices, but and I'm not doing Nvidia's stuff either for same reason really. Yeah, so I'm sticking with AMD. I am sticking with AMD, and but I have no reason to upgrade, and I'm gonna wait till 2020. I'm gonna wait till 2020. Why 2020? Um, Going with that miniaturization chart of the nanometers, about 2020 or so is when 5 nanometers is supposed to come out, roughly that time. Supposedly. Actually, it might be 2020, 2022. Anyway, 5 nanometer is essentially, more or less, from what I come to understand, the lowest you can get before you start getting into like bullshit like quantum tunneling and stuff. Essentially, it's like the lowest sizing you can get as far as not architecture is that the word? Uh, I forgot the word. I don't think it's architecture. Maybe it might be, but 5 nanometer is the lowest, right? So it should be roughly 2020 when that happens, especially considering that that AMD said it's going to jump from 10 and go straight down to 7 with the next one. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Back to the main thing. I don't know what the hell you all were expecting. AMD did very good with this, considering they have no money, right? They have no fucking money, at least actually at all, much less compared to Nvidia, much less Intel. I don't know what you all were expecting. Anyway, so yeah, that's my little short rant on this whole thing. I'm gonna go back to my cleaning, but seriously, you people that are expecting more than what this thing was able to come out with, um, I don't know what you think you're doing, because not everybody is using the full power of these chips, Intel, Nvidia, or AMD, CPU or GPU, but they just want it for numbers, benchmarks, this and all that shit. The vast majority of you people could probably still be using a fucking 1100 Black Edition, or maybe one of the lower end FX chips, okay, to get all of what you need done. Okay, the truly high end people that really do need all this power, right, and is using 100%, well, not 100%, but as close to 100% of all this power as possible, they're not complaining, because they realize, yeah, if they have the kind of money and the kind of need for these high-end things, legitimately, not some kid who has his or her parents' money to spend, but legitimately need it, they would realize that they have nothing to complain about with these new AMD chips, especially considering what AMD is coming from as far as money, right? You know, I mean, what y'all are expecting essentially is for a white belt to beat a 10th degree black belt in fill in the blank martial art. That's exactly what you're expecting. And I don't know. Anyway, that's it. You people need to get off it. Stop being ridiculous. Stop being unreasonable. AMD did pretty damn good. pretty damn good. Later.